2020. So we had this card there. So recently you've been feeling some sort of hurt, left out in the cold, some sort of conflict, right? It's maybe someone left you recently, maybe you had a fight, or something happened, maybe you lost a job. But, you know, the card is also telling you not to lose hope. You know, you see they're walking by here out in the cold. They don't really have great coats on, great wear. But there's a church right behind them. And it offers warmth, but they don't even see it. They're not even looking behind them. They're just walking right by. So this can basically say that there is a solution to what you're going through, to the conflict that you're going through, because the fives always incorporate some sort of conflict. But you're not really seeing it right now. You're so focused on being left out in the cold, abandoned, you know, a feeling of despair. And the Knight of Pentacles, you know, is some sort of message coming your way, some sort of message or offer. Spirit, please clarify more regarding the Knight of Pentacles. So, I mean, either, you know, you lost a job, a home, and there's a message regarding money coming, or you might have ended a relationship or such, and there is an offer or some sort of message that is coming to you that wants to be revealed. Spirit, please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So this is moving forward, right? Coming out of troubled waters, moving forward to clearer days, to calmer waters ahead. And here you have the Knight of Wands, which, you know, indicates that, you know, most of the knights are going to the right. The Knight of Wands goes to the left because he's willing to fight the good fight. He's not going to give up so easily. You know, he's going to stay and work this through. So whatever it is that you're feeling here, you're not going to give up on it so easily. You know, you're going to fight your way. Perhaps you're going to come out, you know. If this is, you know, a lover that left you out in the cold, maybe they have a message for you, you know, and that they don't want to give up. They want to move out of this state of despair with you. They want to move on to calmer waters, and they're going to stay and they're going to fight. Then you have here the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, the Queen, sorry, the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is, you know, basically abundant, financially stable, does very well on her own, very independent, self-sufficient type of energy. So perhaps, you know, this is your energy right now, is you kind of being to yourself, or perhaps this is the message that's coming to you after feeling left out in the cold, right? Maybe this is what you have to look forward to. Maybe that's that message that's coming to you is, you know, money is on the way. There are too many cards. I'm not going to take them, but I'll keep the Hermit because it fell up. So this is a card of, you know, going within, being alone. But in a love reading, I also see this card as someone who promised you, you know, a relationship, or offering. Someone promised you something and came up short, kind of left you with the light right in your hands, left you with this idea that you were going to have a relationship or some sort of promise that you know, kind of left you blindsided, left you out in the cold during this time. Or if it's in regard to money, you know, perhaps you're just kind of staying still, as we all are on this very moment, and kind of trying to figure out a way of how you're going to get through this energy of being left out in the cold. But in regards to love, this could be you right now, just kind of by yourself in your own energy, you know, doing you, not really needing or to be codependent on someone, and just kind of, you know, falling back, staying by yourself, going within, being a hermit. Especially with social distancing now, I think we're all being hermits, but, you know, in regard to a relationship, perhaps. All right, the Magician, you know. So, making things happen, you know. This basically says here that you have all of the tools at your disposal in order to make something happen. You can see the Magician here has the infinity on top of his head, right? Which is like what goes around comes around. And ends to all beings. He has the cups, the pentacles, the wands, and the sword. You know, that's basically somebody that makes shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you're in that energy right now of being the magician, or that's your advice. What is the future energy? What is the future outcome of this reading for Leo? What is the future outcome of this energy for Leo? The World. So you're going to basically have everything that you need, you know. The World signifies either, you know, travel, you know, completion, sustainability. This one wanted to come out. What's this? So the Four of Cups could possibly mean either that, you know, you don't want what's being offered to you right now. You know what I mean? You probably, you know, have some half-assed offer, or, you know, there's some sort of regret about something in the past. So Queen of Pentacles. So perhaps some sort of love that someone tried to offer you was like a half-assed offer, right? Or maybe a job. It was a job that you weren't happy with. Maybe you're not making the money that you want to make now at this certain time. You can see he's kind of has his hands closed off to something, some sort of, you know, regret, remorse, or not wanting an offer that's being given at the at this time, you know. You want this sort of, you know, financial, this is, you know, the Nine of Pentacles. Here you have the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you want to conjure something up so that you can have the world and you know, be financially stable, you know, have whatever it is that you need. So I'm going to move on over, because there, you know, there were a lot of pentacles here. It could be love or money, that reading. But if you're involved with another person, we'll use these cards to see what their energy is at this time. So this can be maybe an ex-lover, someone you were thinking about, somebody who you were involved with, you know. What is their energy? Four of Cups, just like you. Okay, so, you know, there's either money fluctuations or something that's offered that's not being wanted. Let's clarify that. Spirit, please clarify that energy. That didn't take long. Wow. feeling left out in the cold. Maybe there was a fight that you guys had where you left each other feeling hopeless, left out in the cold, you know, abandoned, a feeling of abandonment, you know. Feeling what is Leo's significant other energy, the Hierophant. I think perhaps they're thinking about some sort of, you know, marriage, some sort of commitment, making something official, wanting something to become official. You know, that can be with the Hierophant is, you know, usually it's a Taurus card. So maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, but it can also just be the energy, which, you know, signifies the Taurus. Or if, you know, if they too are thinking of money, maybe this can be an offer, you know, maybe this has to do with, you know, money fluctuating and feeling left out in the cold. And this, you know, this could be some sort of contract coming in, working for a public company, the government, or maybe you're involved with someone like that. But I don't know, I feel those are both scenarios, love and money. Spirit, clarify the energy of the Hierophant. Is it a job or is it for love? This was for the other partner though, so the other partner is wanting some sort of marriage or commitment, but let's see what's stopping that. What is stopping that right now? Okay, and you have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So, you know, basically the Queen of Wands is, you know, like, again, this really matches that Nine of Pentacles female there that's very self-sufficient and abundant. The Queen of Wands is, you know, basically kind of you being in your element. Either you're a, you know, beautiful woman, a positive, do your own thing, the you know, the life of the party, like very outspoken, sort of have some sort of mystical side, but, you know, kind of your be-all end-all. You don't really need anyone to kind of light you up, you know. This can also be like the card of Sagittarius, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius as well. And someone who has like a mystical side to them as well. You know, you have that black cat there. There's like a dark side of them that you don't see. And, you know, what clarifying the Hierophant, maybe that's what's stopping this, is this type of energy of maybe not wanting to settle down. And also you got the Queen of Swords. And, you know, the Queen of Swords is someone who can be like, someone who doesn't take any shit. It's like it can also be seen as an, you know, the air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Someone who can cut you right off. You know, they've been through their fair share of situations in life, and, you know, they don't have a problem cutting whatever doesn't serve them, whatever doesn't release them anymore. So maybe that's, you know, or it can be someone who's a little too tough. She's usually viewed as someone like that, but if you give her what she needs, she's fine. But maybe they're seeing you as this Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords energy together, and because of that, you know, that's what's stopping this. You know, maybe you cut them off and left them out in the cold. You know what I mean? And this Four of Cups can be a card of regret or remorse. Maybe they regret what they've done to you, and they feel left out in the cold, and they want to offer you some sort of commitment here. But, you know, you kind of focus on yourself here with this Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands energy. Let's see what the romance angels have to say. What message do the romance angels have for you, Leo? What messages do the romance angels have for Leo at this time? So you have attraction. You attract the romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So again, that's also Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, staying in your power, doing you, not being codependent, loving yourself first, right? Going with the flow. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. So again, we said the Queen of Swords is somebody who's very cutting, someone who kind of cuts you off. And right now it has this energy of a very independent energy, being closed off, kind of just doing you. The Hermit, focus on your beginnings. The Queen of Pentacles, you know, maybe working on your coins. So maybe it's telling you to make an effort here. And again, that kind of aligns with these cards here as to why this contract or marriage isn't necessarily working. Let's pull out one of these oracle cards. Let's click. And here you have Marie Masquerade. Glamour, intrigue, and drama. Okay, so if you're getting that card for your overall energy, basically this card here, this Marie Masquerade, really reminds me of the Queen of Wands, you know. Basically very stylish and delightful, you know, finding new and creative ways to like always amuse herself. She's like truly glamorous, you know, very lavish, knows how to entertain people. She even knows how to amuse herself, you know, and that is the whole center of her being. So but she wishes that she can be loved for who she truly is, you know, and still remain herself, you know, like have someone to kind of look beneath the mask and the beauty and the exquisite stylings and see into her heart, you know. So someone who just doesn't see her as, you know, her exterior, this beauty or what she has to offer physically, but someone who can go beyond that and really go beneath that and see her for what she truly is. And this card usually comes out when someone wants to offer you that, right? When someone really wants to invite you to be involved in something very intriguing. And this person, you know, will ask you in ways that will be very charming, and the temptation will be very strong. You will be very flattered, you know, because this person, this, you know, Hierophant, might be this person here that sees you as, you know, this Queen of Wands. You know, they're very talented and powerful, you know, and you'll be flattered. There will be gossip around the situation, or there maybe already is gossip around the situation. Maybe regarding some person that you admire. And you know, this person has a need of a true friend and not the need of an admirer. You know, it can come up when you experience, you know, jealousy from other people or envy of those you feel are like more successful and beloved than you are. You know what I mean? So you can be envious of others at this time or vice versa, but it kind of comes up of, you know, with you feeling envious maybe of other people that have the love that you don't really have. And, you know, it also says that, you know, this card can also come up when people may want to, you know, befriend you just for what you bring to the table and not for your true self, you know, simply for influence. And it's really not coming from the heart. And, you know, these are the people that usually surround the Leo, you know what I mean? You know, you attract people for, you know, your exterior and what you bring, that but they're not really true friends. And this card is saying that you need some true friends. So to look inside and see if you have attempted to network instead of befriend. Know the difference. You know, it's telling you to take a look at your friends right now and the people around you, you know, and not to keep false friends, you know, people who you think maybe your friends are not. You know, it could be a lot of envious energy around you. I mean, it could, that could be you, but I'm feeling like it's the opposite way around. Like that's what you have around you. So just pay attention to that, Leo.